Hello, and welcome to Better Talk English. My name is Jason, and I'm really happy you are here with me today. In this episode, we are going to talk about hobbies. This is a very common and useful topic in English. You can use it in conversations with friends, classmates, or colleagues. Before we begin, I want to say something important. I will speak slowly and clearly so you can understand me easily. You can repeat after me and practice your speaking. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. Just relax and enjoy the process. Let's start with a simple question. What is a hobby? A hobby is something you like to do in your free time. It is something that makes you happy and relaxed. Everyone has different hobbies, and that's what makes conversations interesting. Talking about hobbies is very useful in English. When you meet someone new, they often ask, "What are your hobbies?" or "What do you like to do in your free time?" This is a great way to start a conversation. It helps you connect with people. Let's learn a simple sentence. You can say, "In my free time, I like to..." Repeat after me. In my free time, I like to. This is a very useful sentence you can use every day. For example, you can say, "In my free time, I like to watch movies." Or, "In my free time, I like to play football." You can change the activity depending on your hobby. This makes your English flexible and natural. Now let's talk about common hobbies. Many people enjoy watching movies or TV shows. Others like listening to music or playing musical instruments. Some people enjoy sports, reading books, or cooking. You can also talk about indoor and outdoor hobbies. Indoor hobbies include reading, drawing, or playing games. Outdoor hobbies include running, cycling, or hiking. This helps you describe your hobbies more clearly. Let's practice another sentence. I enjoy. Repeat after me. I enjoy. For example, I enjoy reading books, or I enjoy playing video games. This sounds natural and fluent. Now let's add more detail. Instead of saying, "I like music," you can say, "I like listening to music in the evening." Adding details makes your sentence more interesting. It also helps you speak longer. You can also talk about how often you do your hobby. For example, I play football every weekend, or I read books every night. This gives more information in your conversation. Let's practice frequency words. You can say always, often, sometimes, or rarely. For example, I often watch movies. Repeat after me. I often watch movies. This is very useful in daily English. Now let's talk about why hobbies are important. Hobbies help you relax and reduce stress. They make your life more enjoyable. They also help you learn new skills and meet new people. You can say, "My hobby helps me relax," or "My hobby makes me happy." These are simple but powerful sentences. They show your feelings and personality. Finally, remember that there is no right or wrong hobby. Everyone is different, and that's a good thing. The goal is to express yourself in English, so speak freely and don't be afraid. Now let's continue and go a little deeper. Sometimes people ask follow-up questions about your hobbies. For example, they may ask, "How long have you had this hobby?" This is a great chance to speak more. You can answer with a full sentence. You can say, "I have been doing this for 2 years." Repeat after me. I have been doing this for 2 years. This structure is very useful when talking about experience. You can change the time easily. For example, I have been playing football for 5 years, or I have been reading books since I was a child. These sentences sound natural and more advanced. They help you express your history. Now let's talk about starting a hobby. Someone might ask, "How did you start this hobby?" This question is very common in conversations. It gives you a chance to tell a short story. You can say, "I started this hobby when I was younger," or "My friend introduced me to this hobby." These answers are simple but meaningful. They make your conversation more interesting. Let's practice describing your feelings about your hobby. You can say, "I really enjoy it," or "It makes me feel relaxed." Repeat after me. It makes me feel relaxed. This helps you express emotions. You can also say, "It helps me forget stress," or "It makes me feel happy." These sentences are very useful. They show your personality and feelings clearly. Now let's learn how to compare hobbies. You can say, "I like reading more than watching TV." This shows your preference. It helps you speak more naturally. Another example is, "I prefer outdoor activities to indoor activities." Repeat after me. I prefer outdoor activities. This is a very common and useful structure. Let's talk about trying new hobbies. You can say, "I want to try something new," or "I am interested in learning photography." This shows curiosity and growth. It's great for conversation. Now imagine someone asks, "What hobbies would you like to try?" You can answer, "I would like to learn how to cook," or "I want to start exercising." These answers are simple and clear. Let's practice giving opinions about hobbies. You can say, "I think hobbies are very important." Repeat after me. I think hobbies are very important. This is a strong and useful sentence. You can also say, "Hobbies help people relax and enjoy life." This sounds natural and thoughtful. It shows that you can express ideas, not just facts. Now let's talk about free time in general. People often ask, "What do you do in your free time?" This is very similar to asking about hobbies. Your answer can include multiple activities. For example, "In my free time, I like to read, listen to music, and go for walks." This is a great full sentence. It shows variety in your hobbies. Finally, remember to keep your answers simple and clear. You don't need to use difficult words. Simple English is powerful and effective. The most important thing is to speak with confidence. Now let's continue and practice speaking more naturally. When you talk about hobbies, it's important to sound relaxed. You don't need to rush your sentences. Speak slowly and clearly. This will help others understand you better. Let's learn how to extend your answers. Instead of giving short replies, try to add more information. For example, don't just say, "I like reading." Say, "I like reading because it helps me relax." This makes your answer more complete. You can also add time expressions. For example, "I usually read in the evening," or "I like to play football on weekends." These details make your English more natural. They help you sound more fluent. Now let's talk about talking with other people. When someone tells you about their hobby, you should respond. You can say, "That sounds interesting," or "That's really cool." This keeps the conversation going. You can also ask questions. For example, how often do you do that? Or why do you like it? Asking questions shows interest. It makes you a better communicator. Let's practice agreeing with someone. If someone says, "I love music," you can say, "Me too. I love music." Repeat after me. Me too. I love music. This is very common in conversations. You can also say, "That's true," or "I agree with you." These phrases help you join the conversation. They are simple but very effective. Now let's talk about describing your hobby in more detail. You can explain what exactly you do. For example, I play football with my friends in the park. This gives a clear picture. Another example, I like cooking, especially making pasta and simple dishes. Adding examples makes your speech more interesting. It also shows your vocabulary. Let's talk about improving your hobbies. You can say, "I want to get better at my hobby," or "I practice every week." This shows progress and motivation. You can also say, "I am still learning," or "I am a beginner." These are honest and natural sentences. They are very useful in conversations. Now let's talk about hobbies and personality. Your hobbies can say a lot about you. For example, if you like reading, people may think you are calm. If you like sports, people may think you are active. You can say, "My hobby shows my personality," or "It reflects who I am." These sentences sound more advanced. They help you express deeper ideas. Let's talk about sharing hobbies with others. Some hobbies are social. For example, playing sports or going out with friends. These hobbies help you connect with people. You can say, "I enjoy doing this with my friends," or "It's more fun when I'm with others." This shows the social side of hobbies. It makes your conversation warmer. Finally, remember to enjoy speaking. Talking about hobbies should feel natural and fun. Don't worry about making mistakes. Just keep practicing and expressing yourself. Now let's continue and bring everything together. When you talk about hobbies, try to combine different ideas. Talk about what you do, how often you do it, and why you enjoy it. This makes your speech more complete. It also helps you sound more fluent. For example, you can say, "In my free time, I like playing football with my friends every weekend because it helps me stay active." This is a full and natural sentence. It includes activity, frequency, and reason. Practice making sentences like this. Now, let's practice storytelling. You can talk about a memorable experience related to your hobby. For example, "Last weekend, I played football with my friends and it was very fun." Simple stories make conversations more engaging. You can also add emotions to your stories. For example, "I felt very happy and relaxed," or "It was an exciting experience." Emotions make your speech more alive. They help others connect with you. Let's talk about challenges in hobbies. Sometimes hobbies are not always easy. You can say, "At first it was difficult, but I improved over time." This shows progress and effort. Another example is, "I still make mistakes, but I keep practicing." This is a very honest and natural sentence. It shows determination and growth. Now let's talk about goals. You can say, "I want to become better at my hobby," or "I want to practice more often." Talking about goals makes your speech future-focused. You can also say, "In the future, I hope to learn something new." This shows motivation. It makes your English more expressive. Let's practice giving advice. You can say, I think everyone should have a hobby. Repeat after me. Everyone should have a hobby. This is a strong and useful sentence. You can also say, hobbies are good for your mental health, or they help you relax and enjoy life. These ideas are very common in conversations. They show your opinion. Now let's talk about describing different hobbies. You can say, some hobbies are relaxing and others are active. This helps you compare. It makes your speech more interesting. For example, reading is relaxing, but playing sports is energetic. These comparisons are very useful. They help you expand your answers. Let's talk about confidence again. When you speak about your hobbies, try to speak clearly and calmly. Don't worry about perfect grammar. Communication is more important. If you forget a word, don't stop. Try to explain it in another way. This is a very important skill. It helps you keep speaking. Now, let's do a final practice. Try to talk about your hobby for 1 minute. Say what it is, how often you do it, and why you like it. Keep your sentences simple. This kind of practice will improve your fluency. The more you speak, the better you become. Speaking is like a muscle. It gets stronger with practice. Let's review what we learned. We learned how to talk about hobbies, give details, express feelings, and ask questions. These are important skills for real conversations. Now it's your turn to practice in real life. Talk to your friends or even to yourself. Use the sentences you learned today. This will help you improve faster. Remember, learning English is a journey. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going and practicing. Thank you so much for listening to Better Talk English. My name is Jason, and I'm here to help you improve step by step. Keep practicing, stay confident, and enjoy speaking English.